All right, and that's the session, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yes, all right. See you guys later.
Just kidding. So where we last left off, the party, short a handful of members, decided to fight the dragon that has been terrorizing Vasselheim head-on, with the help of guild leader Athos. 3, I believe, is the...
Yep.
I believe it was Athos 3.
I believe it's
Athos 3, I think, is the one that helped out. Was able to track down the black dragon to its lair, and had already previously bypassed the traps that were set up in the house, and made their way into the lower levels, the catacombs, if you will, for where the dragon was layered up, and ran into one more trap at the bottom, being a door that wasn't actually a door. It was a metal slab. Exactly, Joe. Thank you very much for your appropriate gift. And was able to slip past that metal slab. They then encountered the dragon on the lower level of this area, after discovering that the entire chamber was filled with a substance of crystals that nobody bothered to look at. And then they went down and found a unlikely individual on the lower level. A person that, to dark, was named Radic, and an individual that Ophelia knows as her, well, now former boyfriend Manning.
Yikes.
That then
Sad
turned
face.
out to be the dragon in disguise. He then fought off, or tried to fight off the party, and in a last-ditch effort was subsequently slain.
By me.
Oh, Ophelia.
Dark. The party then left the corpse and moved back, or traveled back to the Slayer's Take to inform the leaders that the deed has been done, and then they drank themselves into a swamp for 2 days. And that's where we left off.
Yep. That's what Ophelia do.
I can't remember. Did I drink for 2 days and then find out that I made it to the second part of whatever's going on?
You found out in the
Or was
middle.
All right.
And then
It
you were
was
like, I
one
should
day of
probably not
drinking.
drink.
Yeah. And then,
Drink less day 2.
yep.
Okay. Judgmental hallway guy.
Well, remember his name was Hallway.
Yeah. Hall.way.
Yeah, Ophelia kept drinking.
And then at the start of the morning, I get to use this again. Everyone hears the nice. I love this. I love the soundboard. The horn for the Slayer's Take to summon everyone for information, or a listing, or just to say hi.
Hi.
Lyra, you would know that sound.
I don't even know where I am right now, so...
You are wherever you want to be at this point, but you hear the horn. It is very loud. Morgul, what would you be doing in the early morning?
Me?
Early morning, I would probably be relaxing, having my shield and pack down next to my table, probably eating. Maybe a bit of a quick drink in, not too much. Just want to be sharp. It's attack in the morning.
You'd probably be at the tavern then.
Yeah, most likely.
All right. Sitting down in a common area, or
Most likely.
all right. As you are sitting there, you see a rather small-looking creature fall from the rafters in the ceiling, jump to his feet, look around, panicked, just go, "Oh no! They're summoning me!" And then take off running out the door, just down the street, and then run back in, pick up a small, what appears to be a very small hat, put it on his head, look at you, hi, and then just takes off running.
Morrigal sort of replies, "Hi," and like just watches him leave with utter amusement and bewilderment. Just like that was interesting. This thing I've seen all day.
And then from the stairway in the back, you see a tabaxi walk downstairs. Very nonchalant. And as he passes by you, he stops. He moves back a couple of steps and he looks at you.
Look at him too. Sort of.
Are you here for the Slayer's Take?
Looking for work.
What kind of work are you looking for?
Really?
Come with me.
Pack, mace, shield, get it all on my back and follow him.
All right. He, you notice he walks faster than you. Just by nature. You see him having to pause every once in a while to make sure that he's staying with you. But eventually you guys come to this grand building. In your backstory, I don't know, I haven't read it yet. I don't know if you've sent it to me or not. Are you from Vasselheim, or are you from outside of Vasselheim?
I'm from Vesselheim, but I mainly did work as a cleric on ships.
All right. So you would have heard a tale from somebody that travels by sea quite a lot. You know his name is Karos. He has spoken of a place in Vasselheim that you vaguely remember, known as the Slayer's Take. And this is where this tabaxi leads you, is the Slayer's Take. You hear that there is a lot of coin to be earned working for this organization. But you have to be invited inside in order to join. So he leads you inside, and inside you find a slew of people. One of which is a gnome that appears to be cleaning a painting on the side of the room. And as you come inside, he looks at the two of you and goes, "Hello, Spart! Who are you?" As he looks at you.
Morrigal the Tar. Cleric. Too fancy.
Very.
Almost there though.
Alright, well, they're going to want to talk to you. And he goes back to cleaning the painting. You see off toward the center of a large chamber in the distance, a couple of very well-dressed elves. And then also a tiefling. I suppose I should probably get you guys on the map. That might help a little bit.
Just glad I don't stick out like a sore thumb. Unless the elves are giving me stink eye.
Alright. Baron's not there. You can tell I'm prepared.
Yeah.
You also see in that chamber the small creature that you would know as a kobold. Is also in the room.
Sort of take note of everyone, hoping that they don't mind that a drow just walked into their establishment.
Oh yeah, there. There we go.
I'm gonna put her in her normal space.
Oh my god.
Against the same wall. It's
No, it's fine. That's fair. Dark. Would you have answered the summons, or would you still be out wherever you are?
I probably be joined in a couple minutes. Just not as quick as everybody else because I was quite far away.
All right.
I'll come
So
in.
you
a minute
see.
at some point.
Okay. So you see gathered. Now everybody in this chamber will move Spark in. You see the three individuals standing in a line toward the back of this chamber, and then the five of you. As you come walking in, Morgul, the kobold, looks up at you. Hi! And then looks back at everyone else.
Ophelia's just gonna kind of like glance, and then she's gonna look back at the three of them. She's like, "Great."
Oh, I never get tired of being the new guy in an establishment.
Real quick, Taylor, your picture.
Me?
Yes.
I sent it in and everything.
Okay. Joe, can you send that to me?
Sure. Give me a moment. Just need to find out which one it is. Because I totally keep things organized.
We're not organized around here.
No, it's part of our charm.
I don't know her.
Wait. Is
We have
that the right
charm?
one?
Was your picture with a bow and arrow, Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah, that's the right one. I just had to double check. I didn't type up the token thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that at a later point. I just needed it for this.
Understandable?
Where did I save it to?
It's a mystery.
Right there. All right, 6 of you. I was wondering why my number was off. Are in this room together. And the elf in the middle, that the rest of you know is Ilzar, but Morgul, you have no idea who it is, begins speaking up and says, it appears as if you have a choice to make in what you do next. There are 2 different available contracts you could take. The first one involves figuring out this demon issue that seems to be plaguing us since, well, most of your arrivals. The second contract, as mentioned by Spark, is a recent uncovery of. And then he pauses mid-sentence, and he looks at you, Morgul. Says, "Who are you?"
I sort of give him an awkward wave, and it's like, Morgul Dodar, former sailor, now cleric.
Huh.
Looking for work.
I see word has spread.
I'm not intruding.
I made it. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, hey, Dark.
Yo.
Glad you could join us before the contract is signed, Dark.
Well, I was out of town. I had to get back in.
Understandable. At least you're here. You said your name was Morgul. Are you good at killing things?
I would say I'm reasonably well equipped to kill things and have killed things before.
Alright, that's all I care about. Yeah, if you want to join the guild, we can speak about that at another time. We'll give you, let's make this your trial. Joining, whichever contract the group takes. I see Spark has brought you in himself. So you are allowed to take the contract, so long as you sign it in blood. Of course, you can ask everyone else about that in a minute.
First time I signed something in blood.
Fair enough. All right. So continuing, the second contract, as Spark recently discovered, has something to do with some kind of uprising of undead toward the northeast. From what it sounds like, based entirely around a structure, castle of some kind. It's up to you which of these two you want to take. We don't really have a lead on the demons, and we have a very small lead on this group of undead whatsits. Your choice.
Ophelia just kind of looks at the group and she's like, I'm for the undead.
We do
We need
seem
to leave.
particularly well outfitted right now for dealing with undead.
Sure.
I'll take whatever you guys agree on.
Yeah, Ophelia is already bleeding as usual.
I was gonna say, is Ophelia already bleeding? Is the
She heard the word undead and she was like, all right.
All right, slice it.
She's like not letting it drip on the floor this time though. Like she's being careful.
Oh, she brought a rag?
No, she's just holding it with her other hand.
Oh, okay.
I think of like Supernatural, they always cut their palm whenever they have to do something, and I always just want to yell at them for it.
Yeah.
Why would you cut your palm?
Bloody
So yes.
handprints on the door on the way out.
On the undead contract then, unless anybody's strongly opposed.
Yeah, Ophelia's like on her way to sign it already.
The tiefling on the left of you speaks up. Sliske. He says, "So it is the undead you are choosing then?"
Yep.
Yes.
That's a wise choice. Here's a contract for it. And he hands
Cool.
it forward to you, Ophelia.
Signs it. Passes it around.
When it gets to me, can I read it?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make an
Ophelia
investigation.
didn't even bother. Ophelia's like, eh.
What am I making? Investigation?
Investigation.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. Why do I always read these?
Wait, are all of us investigation? I don't even know if I'm here right now. Am I here right now?
You are.
You're on
Oh,
the
okay,
steps.
cool. I'm just listening to everyone. Cool, okay. Can I roll investigation too then?
If you would like to read the contract, you can.
Yes, because I wasn't paying attention to anything else apparently.
I didn't make it in time, so I didn't hear much of what's going on, so.
Um,
So Dark is definitely reading the contract.
I apparently cannot read anything.
You can read, but it just looks like a lot of words.
What
Just
is,
like,
what is the
It's all,
contract?
it's
It's a
all
little
legalese,
new for you. You've dealt with contracts before, but this one appears to have an extra layer of magical enchantment to it. You're able to read it. You just don't fully comprehend what it's telling you.
a lot of legalese that I don't want to bother going through, basically.
Yeah, you do a quick skim of it before you're like, okay, yeah, it looks like a normal contract.
That's what I pressed. I did a 20 because right now I'm having issues.
Is your character sheet not working?
I don't know.
Are you going off Roll20 on your phone too?
No, I'm on my
Okay.
laptop.
Okay, I was worried. Roll20 doesn't work well on phones.
No,
It does not.
Firsthand.
Yeah, so you should be able to.
Figured it
Well,
out.
it'd be investigation.
Can I go with my first roll?
What's your modifier for investigation?
2 plus 2.
For investigation, not just intelligence.
Yeah, for investigation it's plus 2.
+2. Okay. So that would be 17 for you then. So Dark and Lyra, you guys are the most efficient at reading the contract. Dark, for you, everything seems in order. Nothing appears to be out of place. Lyra, as you are new to reading contracts, for you it looks a little strange because it's laid out in a format that you would not expect a regular contract to be laid out in. Being as there is a main objective to investigate the rise of the undead problems to the northeast and eliminate any and all hostiles you come across. But then there's also a collections portion of it that the only thing that's really listed is keep what you need, just bring proof of efficiency.
That's
Bring proof of death.
Yeah, pretty much. So they're basically telling you can keep any treasure you find, but just prove that you at least handled the problem. Whatever the problem may be. It's not specified as to what the issue is going on, because they don't know. So, and then under that is a portion for payment, which is left blank.
Sweet.
Assuming that's normal, right?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know.
well, normally
Gonna,
there's
like-
a payment. How much are we getting paid, or is it to be determined?
It is to be determined based on the severity of the problem. We don't expect there to be much of an issue since we haven't heard of it thus far. But Sparks claims that there are zombies and other sort of undead out there. So we're taking his word for it. Basically just handle anything you find. If
That
it
makes
turns
sense.
out to be a bigger issue, we'll pay you accordingly.
Alright.
But also, if you find anything out there, like we don't care to keep it for yourselves, you might also want to, since you also did see, before I forget, a spot for a time constraint that has also been left blank. So
Okay, so
you
time is
guys
to
are
be
not
determined.
like rushed. Yeah, you're not rushed to do this. Sometimes they'll add times based on how long they expect it to take, and this they don't care because they don't know how far away it is, so they're not timing you essentially. But then Ilzar speaks up again and says, "You might also want to check out the Dragon's Lair and make sure it's safe as part of this too, since it's kind of in the same direction."
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, the only person that went over there was Jaman to take the body. So
Because when
Oh, everything seems in order. Morgo's gonna prick his thumb and stamp it onto the paper.
all right.
sign our lives away.
Huh?
I'm saying that we're signing our lives away.
Oh yeah.
As always.
Oh, that's always fun.
Everyone signing then?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first blood
Alright.
contract was signed.
Alright. And with that, Sosuke takes the contract back and tucks it into one of his pockets and says, well, I'm not sure what it is you're going to find, but best of luck. Go.
Thanks.
Just sort of follow Spark's lead at this point.
Does everyone have horses? I'm imagining that this is quite a distance.
I got my trusty horse.
I still have Bob.
Never named my horse, but I still have one.
Are you guys sure you have your horses?
Yeah, we released them before we went to the dragon, and I just assumed that they came back because that's what horses do. Do we need to go make sure that we still have our horses?
You might need to go make sure you still have your horses.
I'll go check and make sure I still have my fucking horse.
Go look for our horses.
He's been tied to a tree for 2 days.
Bob has been tied to a tree for 2 days.
You need to get Bob some water.
Actually, I would have when I was out doing what I was doing.
You probably would have found him already.
Yeah,
I
brought him back. I would have thought about that.
Just walking.
As you guys go out looking for your horses, don't
Actually,
find them.
everyone else is looking for their horses. I don't have a horse.
Yeah. Spark doesn't either. He would actually go to the stables to acquire one.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
with him. Just want a horse. No.
Rakugumo has a small horse that he is going to acquire. Yep.
Smart.
And you said that our horses are not where they're supposed to be?
You cannot find them.
I know where Bob is.
Is my horse dead too? She's just gonna completely around.
Ray just awkwardly pats her on the shoulder. Apparently, we need to go back to the stables. This is unfortunate.
Do we have to buy new horses?
We've had those horses for a while.
You guys didn't go back out and get your horses?
No, we left. We didn't tie them up.
Oh, I don't think I
We
saw
let
them when I
them-
picked up
We
mine.
let them run.
We thought we did just come back to town like they always do.
Apparently, they did not like us constantly putting them in danger. That is what we've learned here today.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ray.
And you
We're gonna
made
go-
fun of me last week for tying my horse to a tree.
We did.
Yeah, suck it.
Karma, bitch. No, I was kidding.
Exactly.
Ophelia just blinks at him.
I also just like the idea of Dark saying "karma, bitch."
He wouldn't have said that. He would have just been
A
just
nice
like kind of chuckled to
visual.
himself a little bit.
So yeah, gonna go to the stable to buy a horse again.
I guess.
Back to session 1.
All right. So you
More like
go
session
meet up with everybody at the stables. For anybody needing to acquire a new riding horse, is 100 gold.
God damn it.
I don't even know if I have any gold, actually.
You would. Let's see.
She has 93.
You would have 1,300.
Oh, cool. Haha, I can get a horse. Suck it.
I mean, everyone else can afford them.
I can get 90. Suck it.
If you wanted a war horse, it's 400 gold.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
What kind of horses do they have? Are
They
only
have
pretty ones?
draft horses, which are 40 gold, that are meant for pulling. Riding horses, which are meant for riding, that are 100 gold. And war horses that are meant more for oath and combat are 400 gold.
And
Your
I
horse can
quickly
be
realized
however
that-
you imagine it.
And I quickly realized that the steed is out of my price range.
How much are you short? And actually, no, screw it. I just buy him the horse. Don't
Okay.
care at this point. I don't buy anything else, so
True.
I'll chip in for half of that, so you only pay 50.
okay.
Ophelia's not.
Cheesecake.
Oh, you've officially become one of Morgul's closest friends. Get on his good side.
You'll need a horse in this line of work. A lot of our hunts take us outside of Vasselheim. Usually it's a few days' ride. Having a good horse can be one of our best assets.
I replaced the black horse I had with a black horse.
All right.
Surprising.
This one you find is rather unique, as it casts no shadow.
Ooh. Vampire horse. Sweet.
I just want a
Right.
pretty horse. What is the prettiest horse?
The pink one.
But I don't want a pink one.
Okay, and the unicorn. maybe?
You find a more of a golden brown stallion.
Yes, I accept.
The drow that's covering his head with a hood is riding a white horse because
Because
The aesthetic.
All right, and everyone has acquired their horses,
Sweet.
paying the appropriate amounts.
I think this
Everyone
horse might be
looks-
cooler than my last horse, you guys.
Literally just because it casts no shadow.
Now we gotta think of a name for a new fucking horse.
I never named my last horse, so
well, if you name your horse, then you get attached.
exactly.
Exactly.
I quickly learned that.
Here's what my horse looks like.
I quickly learned not to get attached to things very quickly.
Hello, Bob.
Actually, I want to name mine Bill, like Aragorn's Fellowship of the Ring.
Sweet.
I love it.
Good choice.
His name is Bill. Bye, Bill.
All right, where are you guys headed first?
Should stop by the dragon's lair, and whoever wants to go down can go down.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Sorry.
This is just gonna be following you guys as we.
All right, so you guys head off in the direction of the swampland to the north. And as you are getting closer to where you know the dragon's lair to be, you notice that a lot of the swampland has reverted back to being a luscious forest.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
good.
Is there any indication of like that underground cave?
Make a nature check or a investigation check.
Equally bad at both.
You don't find any. It seems as if the natural forces in this area are overtaking the magical presence of that swamp.
All right.
And you eventually make your way to where the cabin in the woods is.
Sweet.
Should we go inside, or are y'all just gonna sit here?
If you guys want, I can
See.
stay with the horses.
If nobody's gonna proceed, I can go inside.
No, I'm
The Braddock's house.
yeah.
I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go in too. Why not?
All right.
If you guys need me, give me the necklace.
Yep.
Cool.
Rakugmo stays outside as well, but Spark is going to go inside. As you guys go in, you find that the door is cracked a bit as you approach it. It seems that it was not completely closed from the last visitor. And you peek inside. Everything appears to be untouched. Anybody that would like to, that's inside, can make a perception check.
I will do that.
Damn it.
From perception, I got a 12.
Well, damn. Show off.
Okay, Spark.
The +8 modifier.
Okay, Sparky. Calm down.
Ease your soul. I'm just kidding. Are you, Taylor, are you rolling for Lyra?
Oh yeah, sorry. What am I rolling?
Perception, if you would like. You don't have to, but that's why I asked. All right. So, Dark, you're too focused on heading toward the trapdoor. Everyone else, you not really much. Not Morgul, but Ray, Spark, and Lyra. You guys notice. I should say Ray. We'll start with you. You notice that everything in this room has been untouched.
Okay.
It is exactly the same as the last time you left it.
I'm gonna ask Morgul walked into a convenient place of sunlight.
Could be. Lyra and Spark, as this is your first time here, I don't know why I'm referring to myself in this, but Rakugman's outside.
Well, that's true.
The two of you notice, me and Lyra. Lyra, you notice there are a lot of valuables in this room. You are not a person of nobility, so you do not understand the wealth that is in all the paintings that are around the room.
Yeah.
As well as the fine carpet in the center of the room, and the very large vase that is sitting on top of it that appears to depict a combat-like scenario between 4 different creatures made entirely of elements, being air, water, earth, and fire.
Okay.
But it looks very pretty. It's a very pretty vase.
I'm just gonna stare at the vase because it's a very pretty vase.
Now that we're here with like less desperation, is there anything like that looks interesting that I might want to take?
Well, based on your perception check, everything in this house but the floorboards looks interesting.
Okay.
You come from not a wealthy temple, but a temple that has some nice things. You could probably estimate the value on each of the paintings in here if you spent time studying it. And I had given you guys a rough estimate on the vase the last time you were here, if you want a reminder of that price, I can give it to you. But you'd have to take time going over, checking for magical properties, stuff like that on pretty much everything to determine a value. So, but everything looks interesting. That's not the house itself.
Okay. Nope, I was going to keep going. You can always come back. Clearly nobody's disturbing this place.
Yet.
So you guys go traversing through the rest of the house, and eventually find the bedroom where the trap door was. And same thing, nothing appears to be moved at all. The trap door is still open as it was left.
See, it's as if nothing was disturbed since the last time they were here.
Correct. That's how it appears. To you, it just kind of looks like a normal house with a bunch of fancy shit.
Staring into the sunlight.
Shall we keep going then?
Oh, I'm already heading down.
After?
Yep, we'll follow.
All right. So you guys climb down into a small chamber at first, down this ladder. As you step off the ladder into this room, a staircase goes off to the side that spirals downward. And you walk for a little bit of time before inevitably stepping onto a more solid cave ground. On the far side of the room, you see a space where a door looks like it should have been, but there is no longer a door there. And as you guys walk out into the larger cavern, you see lining the walls, creating a small bit of light around this entire cavern, are several crystals that appear to glimmer with a light blue-white glow.
And they're the same crystals from last time.
Yep.
Were they glowing last time?
They were. It was just very hard to concentrate on the glow because it's so faint.
Can I inspect one of the crystals?
Inspected how?
I don't know. It's glowing. That's weird.
Can I get a sense if these are magical in nature?
You
Yeah.
can make an Arcana check.
Seems like a thing to do.
All right, Morgul, you are pretty sure that these are magical. Ray, you kind of guess that they are, but you're not 100% sure.
These will stop glowing if we move them?
I don't know. Can I find one to try and pull away from the wall?
Sure. You find a smaller one that you think you should be able to wedge off the wall. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'm great at these guys.
Wow. Wow. 0 on athletics.
For those that don't know in our stream, if you're
Yeah.
drinking, anytime we roll a nat 1, you
Don't
take a
worry
sip.
about it.
Yeah, I'm not drinking.
If you're drinking.
Brian, I'm not drinking.
I will be getting back to drinking soon enough.
Yeah, you try your damnedest. You don't even, doesn't even move. Not even a bit.
Seems pretty well wedged in there.
We'll go slightly face palming at this display.
It looks pretty pitiful.
It's the Picard face palm too. It's like it's that bad.
It's alright. She's used to it. Feats of strength are exactly my forte, all right?
I give it a shot.
After face palming, you try to give it your best shot as well, Morgul, and it sounded pretty good. You're not sure how anybody's gonna ever get one of these things off.
I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
Same with you, Dark. You just
I thought I'd try.
not a clue.
You thought I might have loosened it, but it's stuck on there as much as
Yeah.
left.
Like I said, wedged on there pretty good.
And Spark just comes over and just right off the wall.
We loosened it for him.
Obviously, yes.
Thank you, Spark.
You are welcome.
I'll get that later.
Would you like me to hold on to it, or would you like to inspect it?
Both.
Is it still glowing?
It is.
Curious. Probably better served when we're not walking through this cave, though.
All right. And he puts it in his bag.
Research it later. Let's keep moving, I guess.
Yeah.
And you guys move throughout this cavern. Every way has crystals. And there's only one change as you guys move around. And it's when you get to the southeastern corridor where you find a giant fucking hole in the middle of this cavern. It just goes down into darkness.
I'm assuming that's a new addition to this place.
Yeah, was that here last time?
Yeah.
Did you go in it?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop a pebble down there.
I did this.
All right. You drop a pebble, and it falls for approximately 200 feet of drop distance before hits the ground.
Last time we were able to actually fly down there. Unfortunately, we don't have. Well, I only have 50 feet of rope, so.
Well, if enough people have 50 feet of rope, then I pull some rope out of my backpack.
30 feet of rope.
You
Unless you
should
want
have 50 feet.
Well, that's 150.
I feel like making a 50-foot fall.
Nope.
Spark also pulls out 50 feet of rope.
There we go.
Well, now it's only a 50 fall.
Well, now it would be
If correctly, that means we don't
very
have to fall.
slight fall because you have to use some of the rope to tie off.
Anybody else have a little bit more rope?
Lyra, you should have a 50-foot thing of rope too.
Oh, she pulls out a. Sorry, I can't find that right now on my sheet. I'm just having a hard time.
It comes in all packs. Every pack has it, so as long as you have a pack of some kind, you'll have 50 feet of rope.
Oh yeah, okay. She also pulls out 50 feet of rope and hands it over to Dark. Like, will this help?
Absolutely. And I'll start tying them together end to end and find a spot to tie it off to the wall or something, or somewhere,
Right.
something stable in this room.
I need you to make a survival check for your knot tying skills. See if you can actually tie them together enough. Yeah,
I
you
think
can.
I can.
To withstand the weight.
Channel those Boy Scout abilities.
Exactly. And you find a sturdy enough portion of the wall to tether this rope to. Who's going down first?
I will go down first. Let me go down and make sure everything's safe down there, and I'll let you
I'll
guys know.
close behind. I'll follow close behind. Let the draw out. See in the dark.
Well, I've got night vision goggles too, so just let me get down there first, and then I'll let you guys know if it's safe. And I'll climb down.
All right. And eventually everybody follows after.
I'm gonna toss a pebble that is light cast on it down to the bottom. See where the ground
Alright.
is.
As you guys are climbing down, this light pebble just falls right past you and lands on the ground. You guys know how far the ground is now.
Well, that's good. I was starting to get worried.
Doesn't need the pebble. Feel free to take it.
Why do we have so many pebbles?
It's a cave.
It's okay.
You're gonna find pebbles.
Disregard that last sentence.
And eventually the party members that are in the cave reach the bottom.
I made a perception check to see if anything's down there.
There's a pebble with a light cast on it.
Well, I mean anything else other than a pebble that flew by my head.
We find 4 other pebbles that seem to be strategically dropped from above.
And the dust spot of a book.
And then, it wasn't there long enough to create a dust
Well,
spot.
when it fell 200 feet, it might have shifted some dust.
Maybe.
Yeah, I rolled that perception check to see if I could figure anything out, but disregard that last roll.
Looks like a cave.
Whoa.
There's
Well,
a giant hole in the middle of the ceiling. It goes upward. I wonder where that
There's
goes.
rope. Like someone recently climbed down.
How'd that happen?
On any other direction?
There is a portion of wall that appears to be collapsed to the west.
Direction?
To the west.
That's the direction we went in last time, right?
Yeah.
Do we have a map?
You did. You want the map?
It would make things easier so everybody could see once they can see.
There's the map. So you guys are currently right here where this circle is. You are standing in that room.
I'm gonna walk out and head towards the main chamber.
Alright. You go out into the main chamber. There's a lot of blood on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Like, a lot of blood on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
We did
Some of it
kill
was Rye,
very
some of it
large.
was Ophelia's.
No, I died over in this corner, okay?
Yeah, but Ophelia fell, I think it was right about here.
Well,
Yep,
she
somewhere
fell
in
over there. She fell over here. I think she fell over here at one
I
point.
was
Yeah.
bloody right there.
You know,
With 10
all
health.
good.
Yeah.
A time was had.
It's a lot of
Copious
blood.
amounts of blood. But no dragon.
You guys know how to make a guy feel like he's at home.
I'm assuming all of these crystals are glowing as well.
Yep. With a very large amount of glowing coming from the very large crystal.
I want to go inspect the very large crystal.
Yeah,
All
everybody
right.
could look at those crystals because I think they're magic and I am not a magic kind of person.
I'm gonna go look at them.
Alright. You go up to the large. Basically, it's a crystal pillar in the middle of this subsection of this cave. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I ate her for advantage.
Yeah, with advantage. Yep, definitely
Oh.
magical.
Tell me all of the things I know about this magic crystal.
You know it's magical. You know that in one way or another, it is tied to this place.
Okay.
I'm just not quite sure how.
Joyce, is there any like writing on the crystal?
You can see right through it.
Does anything happen if I put my hand on it?
You put your hand on it, and you feel a surge of warmth. It doesn't hurt you.
Good surge or bad surge?
It's a pretty neutral surge.
Alright.
Does anything happen if I cast light on the crystal?
Yes, actually. Are you? It's a touch spell, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you cast light on the crystal, and then you pull your hand away, and your hand is now lit up.
That's weird.
Hey, Spark, I might have an idea. It will involve and that crystal you have.
What does it involve?
Of him set up the crystal to where it's just standing in the middle of an empty room, and then cast Sacred Flame on it. See what happens.
All right. So he sets the crystal down. You cast Sacred Flame on it, and I need you to make a deck save.
Saves on this sheet. This is probably not going to end well.
What's your DC?
14.
All right. So you save.
Basically, reflect magic.
Seems like it.
My hand's still glowing.
Yep. It will for the next hour.
Idea that whatever is cast on these crystals will basically sort of just bounce off of it.
I think that's a good assessment. And Ray's just like staring at her hand, kind of like flipping it back and forth. A little weirded out that it's glowing.
Yeah, these could fetch a pretty penny.
It might just be handy to have around. Are there like loose crystals
Can
on
I
the
pry
ground?
some off the wall with my short sword?
All right. Make an attack roll.
Wow.
You shatter a cluster of crystals.
Well, I've got some shards, if anyone wants some.
Lyra's
Is
gonna
anything-
come over and take one from him because she's interested.
Do these shards still seem to have the magical property?
No.
Okay.
You notice as soon as it breaks, it dulled out.
But nothing happened when he attacked it, aside from it shattering. It didn't like rebound the energy back.
Not as far as you know.
Arcane vibranium.
Yeah, looks like it only reflects magic. It's really fascinating. I want to try.
I'm gonna try and get about the size of 2 fists worth of crystal.
All right.
Yeah.
As you look back at the crystal that Spark had pulled from the wall, you notice it is dull.
Interesting.
So it's more of a.
But yeah, sort of pick it up, put it in the
Hmm.
bag.
Yeah, I want to try to collect several pieces as well.
All right. From where are you collecting the crystals?
I mean, if I look around, do I see any that are just kind of like on the ground already that look like they might be glowing and still magical?
Everything that's currently around this cave is attached to another cluster, except for the shards that Dark created.
Teehee.
Then I'm gonna try to find some like hand-sized crystals and pry them off the wall with my dagger.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Listen, I'm not strong. Never claimed to be.
I'm just gonna use athletics and try and pry some off. Right.
You're gonna use what to pry him off?
My athletics abilities, you know.
Oh,
Skill.
athletics got it. Yeah. Go ahead. All right. You pry a good-sized chunk off of one of the clumps.
Or to like pocket that in my bag and it's just like that's gonna be for further study.
All right.
Hey, Spark, would you be able to help me get a crystal?
I can try, but I wouldn't use your blade.
No, I thought I would have better luck than using my hands. But
He breaks off a chunk for you.
great. I stick it in my bag. Thank you, Spark.
You're welcome. And he kind of pauses and he looks at the big crystal in the middle. There's something different about this one from everything else.
So different sort of energy or something?
Well, I'm not good at studying magic, but it feels different.
I'll have. Oops, come on. I'll have Lyra come over and do an Arcana check on it.
All right.
Could you?
You're able to determine it's magical.
Well,
Yeah, it is magical.
it's a magical rock.
Would I know anything about, like, specifically about warding magics and, like, if this might be, like, the source crystal for what's going on in this cave? That I would be able to understand?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Nope.
It's a pretty magical crystal.
It's a magic rock, guys.
Yeah, I've already said that.
Real magic. Look at my hand.
And if we were drinking tonight, a lot of people would be getting drunk.
Shut up.
Yep.
We are rolling so good.
Brow, would I have encountered any of these from my place of origin?
You would not have. These are entirely new to everybody in the group.
These from the Underdark.
These are not from the Underdark.
More interesting. Crystal, either way, I'm just gonna be like, perhaps it's just strange in nature.
Does anything happen if I poke it with Mage Hand?
So you go to poke it with Mage Hand, and you feel a poke on your sternum.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
I poked it, and it poked me back. If that makes sense.
Essentially, anything magical cast on it will a person who tried to you know what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
to.
it seems that it, no matter what, I thought maybe interacting with it magically might be different because I wasn't. Mage Hand doesn't cast on it; it just interacts with it. I was curious if it would be different. What makes me wonder why was a dragon living down here? Was it benefiting from the protection, or was there something more?
From Spark, if I try a channel divinity into it, will it do anything?
I don't know.
Dark will go over and touch the crystal in the middle of the room.
All right, you touch the crystal. Feels kind of warm. Not overbearingly hot. Just feels warm.
It
Lyra
just feels
li-
warm. Nothing hurt or anything.
Lyra whispers softly, "Lick it." Do it.
I'm sorry, what?
You should lick it.
Why don't you lick it?
Because that would just be weird.
Oh, but it's okay for me to lick it, but it's weird for you.
Well, you get drunk all the time, so
I haven't been drunk for 2 days.
There's a strong possibility he's drunk right now.
exactly.
I am not drunk.
Huh.
Prove it.
Proud of you, Dark.
Prove.
ZYXWVUTSRQP ONM LKJ IHG
I can't even do this
All right,
Yeah,
you
you're
can
sure.
stop that now. You're hurting my head.
I am not drunk.
Now I'm just really curious about this crystal. What happened? What happens if I cast Cure Wounds on it? Can I? No, it's it's an unliving thing. Never mind. Really
Can I
curious
try
about.
and
You
pry
could-
a piece off with my hands?
You can certainly try, Ray, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll try. Let's just see what happens.
All right. You cast Cure Wounds on it, and you don't notice any effect.
What's his idea of prying something off of it?
Yep. Dark, go ahead and make an athletics check.
With my rolls tonight, this will be fun.
You go to pry off a piece, and it doesn't move.
It's quite strong. And I'm weak as hell, so. Anybody else with some strength want to give it a try?
Really strong.
Sparkle, try it.
Give him some advantage.
Oh my god, that's the third time I've rolled that.
Okay, I call hacks.
Burn him at the stake.
He goes to break a piece off, as he's done for everything so far. Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
He just can't seem to get the piece off.
Huh.
It does seem quite solid.
Completely strange and probably just anything else weird about this cavern besides these crystals.
As you wander around, you notice what appears to be water in a portion to the southeast. Seems to go into a large underground lake.
Water? Cold, or is this like somehow warm because of all the crystal structures?
It's cold water.
Was this here before?
I think so. I just assumed that it was connected to the swamp and maybe the underground cave that used to be outside that I really have no clue where it went. It doesn't really make any sense, but I just kind of assumed that they were connected and didn't think much of it.
Does this like hit any walls or anything from what I can tell?
What was the question?
Then past my line of sight, or is this like hit a wall?
It
or
does,
anything?
yes. It extends quite far.
This cavern is fucking weird. Billy going for a swim?
Why not?
Sure, I'll go.
Worth investigating.
Probably not the weirdest thing we've encountered all week.
No. Not
I
even
wasn't
the weirdest.
expecting to have to do this, but
I don't.
Okay, so who's going swimming?
Dark.
I'll go swimming.
I wasn't volunteering. I'm just gonna send the dancing lights into the water. Some light in that water so you can see exactly what's in there.
All right, you send it into the water.
Lights into the water as far as they extend.
That's weird. All right, so you send them into the water. You eventually lose sight of them as it just descends down into the dark.
It just goes for a while.
Mm-hmm. And then you hear a voice in your head a few minutes later.
Oh, that's not creepy.
That's not at all.
You know?
And
Weird.
the voice says, "Why do you send lights into my home?"
Well, you're a new voice I haven't heard yet.
A
You're hearing
voice.
voices.
Right on top of that shit.
You don't seem to like us, so
I mean, gonna be honest, group as a whole has a little bit of experience with voices in our head. Rather not talk about it in a lot of detail.
sort of telling the group that I just heard a voice in my head after I sent those lights into the water, and that he apparently does not like it when someone turns on a light bulb in his own home. Sort of that.
Then maybe we should just go.
Yeah,
I
we
think
could,
it's probably not a good idea to bother whatever it is.
You guys hear a low rumble coming from somewhere out in the water. It's just more of a.
I'm gonna quickly
Oh,
start
goody.
moving away from the water line.
Yeah.
You all simultaneously hear voices in your head that says, "Back. I just want to talk to you. Who sends lights in my home?"
Didn't mean to do that. I thought there was no one there. Backing away from the water line into the other room.
Do I recognize this voice in my head?
Nope.
Great. Okay. Less terrified.
For now.
Yeah.
Morgul's like, this is new. I haven't heard you before, but I'm gonna keep backing away for the fact if I want to keep living in case you want to come out of the water and attack us.
What's your greatest desire, Morgul?
Thing. That's his greatest desire.
Nothing.
Living.
Living. All right. Noted.
Thrives on the ability to keep living. Fine.
So you guys are moving back into the cave then, away from the water?
I would have stopped somewhere around like right here. Like
Right
10
where?
feet away.
Nobody's stopping
Okay.
me. I'm like going over here and then like here.
No, I'm somewhere around here. Like 15 or so feet from the water line.
I'm
Alright, here,
I'm like-
put yourselves where you would be.
I am quickly backstepping. Wall.
Spark would be
Nobody's-
like here.
If nobody is stopping me, I'm getting as far the fuck away from. I've had bad experiences on the water.
What's wrong with the water? It's so nice and cool.
As I said, former sailor. I've seen some shit.
Still nice and cool.
Just leap out of the water and try and kill you.
Taylor, you can move your character too, so you can be close to the water if you want.
Me or other Taylor?
Ew, she's not there.
Nope, I'm outside.
Oh. Ah, what am I doing? What just happened? Oh no!
Good call. You made a good call.
Ah.
Staying over there.
The
Me?
voice was in common,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
It sounded like common.
I'm gonna go right there.
Alright.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay right there.
Alright.
Nobody's stopping me. I can move I'm gonna move further away.
Yeah, it might be a
Nobody
good idea
appears
if
to
you
be
leave.
stopping.
I don't
You
wanna
guys
bother
see
whatever's in the water.
the water begins creating waves that crash up onto the shore a little bit of a ways.
Alright, you guys are acting weird about this water, so I'm just gonna go for a quick swim. Try it out.
Maybe you wait a moment, Lyra. There's something in the water.
Splish!
There she go.
And she dies.
Alright.
Down the corridor, he's like, "Yeah, there's probably something in there that you probably shouldn't fuck with."
As you jump into the water, you hear a voice in your head that says, "You are the brave one to enter my house, my home, my abode." Your companions run scared, afraid of the secrets that I share.
Very good reason.
Well, I figure I've got nothing else to lose.
I sense that you are not telling the truth.
Oh, you're right.
I sense your desires to be with your family.
Oh no. My family died a long time. Got nothing left to lose unless you count my.
You think your family is dead.
Yeah.
There are secrets of life beyond death that few mortals understand.
Well, as of right now, I'm sure they're dead. I think I'm fine if this goes south and you kill me and I let my friends escape, or you know, I thought the water looked nice and I wanted to go swimming.
The water is nice.
It's very nice. It's very
You
little.
can hear her talking, right?
No, she's communicating telepathically.
Ah, okay. Good to
You have
know.
You have a very nice home.
And this is all in her head.
As are most
Although you two standing up on the shore hear a voice in your head that says, "Why don't you come out and join us? Your friend seems to be enjoying the water."
I have a bad feeling about this, guys. That's out of character, but I've got a bad feeling about
Why do you think we were backing up?
Why do you think your newfound party member's all the way over there, down the corridor?
And why the hell did you jump in?
Lyra, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just talking with the guy who lives here.
Teeth. rise up out of the water.
Yeah, he's talking to me too, and I'm not quite sure I believe him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's nice. Can I do a perception check to see if I can determine where the fuck the voice is coming from?
Sure.
I'm
Other
gonna
than my
move up.
head.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple steps forward.
And if he starts talking to me, I'm gonna just insight check him. I'm gonna insight the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Do I believe him?
All right. You try to perceive the area surrounding you, listening for this voice, and it seems to be coming from inside your head.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm gonna ask the voice. So, who are you?
You do not need to know who I am.
Well, I think I do.
Kind of-
You're gonna tell me that you know all these secrets.
Knowing who I am has nothing to do with my secrets.
Can I know your secrets? Since you are so sure that you.
If you come further into my home, I can show you my secrets.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh god.
And you wonder why we talk about losing people quite often?
We're just like, well, see ya.
Yep,
Hey, at least this one's not our fault.
Am I going to have to change this overlay from 7 down to 6?
No, it's fine. I already have another character lined up. It's fine. Alright, so she's gonna swim just a tad bit closer.
All right. Exactly how much further?
Like 5 feet? I don't know.
Okay.
She's swimming. She's doing a swim.
All right.
Bye, guys. It's been real fun.
Yep.
I promise I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm just.
You're doing what your character would do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
I'm just out here living my best life. Probably about to die.
Yep.
Tell Bill I love him.
Kill Bill. What?
No! Bill was a good horse.
Can I call out to the expanse and ask if it knew anything about the dragon that lived here?
Okay, my hunch is I'm either going to die here or I'm going to go insane. I kind of think it'd be fun if Lyra went insane.
Insanity's fun. Insanity's real fun.
Insanity is a good time.
Well, I'm
Alright.
gonna see
So as you so Lyra, as you swim out,
Here it comes.
you said you swam out 5 feet.
Yes. Because that's the first number that came to my head.
You swim out 5 feet. Nothing happens.
Oracle's gonna try and talk to it like, what do you want? Does it respond?
It does, in a very guttural sound.
Set the fuck out of it.
You hear it echoing throughout the chamber as it replies to you out loud.
Telepathically at all?
Oh, cool.
You just kind of hear a low rumbling sound.
Gotta
You're
rumble.
assuming is it talking to you. Attempting to.
Got that thing. I'm gonna insert a sound. Yes.
Yeah, can I roll an insight check to see if I can understand what it say?
Sure.
And I'm assuming I failed.
Hey, I actually did pretty well.
It sounds. You're able to pick up that it's trying to coerce you into swimming out further into the water.
Fuck back.
I'm gonna swim 5 more feet.
Forward.
Did
Morgul, you don't actually have any indication of what it's trying to do.
Oh no.
Did it?
GG guys, press F for back now.
All right. As you go swimming out 5 more feet, you see a eye open in front of you,
Yikes.
and then another eye,
Oh, God.
Yikes.
and then another eye,
Yikes.
and then another eye.
Oh,
Yikes.
bye.
Oh, God.
About 20 feet away from you.
That's
Do we all see the eyes?
Nope.
Alright, I wanna do, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see what I can find out about, like, the eyes, like, whether or not they're, like, a part of one thing, or if they're 2 separate things, or 4 separate things.
All right.
haven't even gotten rid of the lights yet.
Hey!
Looks like it's all part of one creature.
Yikes, okay, I'm gonna swim back to shore. Bye.
All right. As you attempt to move back to shore,
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Says the person swimming closer to whatever it is in the water.
Okay.
as you attempt to move away,
No, Kirby.
you get. What's your AC?
My AC?
Yep.
Probably really low. 14.
14. All right. You
16.
feel.
16 is what I have on the stat sheet.
Oh, is it 16? Never mind, 16. When did that change?
I don't know. I'm going by the stat you gave me.
Ah! Oh, wait, fuck, I forgot they have to hit edit.
Yeah. And then you gotta actually edit the armor portion of it. Alright, so at 16, that you feel a brush of water past your back as you begin moving away.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna swim faster.
Alright.
Fuck! Just let me edit you!
Yeah, you gotta change the armor portion. So not the AC itself, but the actual armor you're wearing.
I'm going to move closer to the water and help her out. Kind of pull her back. Not in the
Alright.
water, Joe. There we
Yeah,
go.
you just see her swim out a little bit, stop, and then swim back.
Kirby, honey, you're fine.
I'll say, come on, you might not want to be in here. I don't like this.
Yeah,
Something
no, I'm
doesn't
getting
feel
out.
right.
We're getting out. We're, yeah.
I'll reach for her and I'll help pull her in.
I mean, Derek, you don't think I punctuated that enough?
Well, we were cautious, but yeah, it's not looking pretty, so let's go.
Well, let's leave now.
There we go, I edited it.
You all hear a voice in your head as you pull her away from shore that says, "You don't want to learn any secrets? Secrets about this place?"
Done
Well,
learning.
Not if it's like a gross tentacle monster in there, no thank you. Unless that's you. If it's you, then it's a lovely tentacle monster.
It depends on the price of your secret.
I don't plan on
Kirby!
anytime soon. I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
content
learn
that my
things.
family's dead.
There is no official price for secrets.
Leaving now. As fast as I fucking can.
Yeah,
What
guys,
do you
let's
mean?
go.
What do you
I don't
mean by
trust
no official price?
Get you. I get you.
See ya.
Ray, as you respond back, what are your greatest desires?
I mean, at this point, it would be to become the Hierophant. To become someone that can help her temple more.
The voice responds back to you. I can tell you secrets of your deity that you worship, this Arkart, and what your elders are discussing in your absence. I just ask you to join me in the water.
I think I'd really like to know what the price is for following me in the water.
I agree with Lyra.
Do some slight praying to my deity, see if she can give me a sense as to whether to trust this thing or not.
Okay.
You want me to make a religion roll for that?
Yeah. Not really sure. You don't really get a response.
You're great, as always. Jeez.
And you guys get no response.
Alright, I'm gonna step into the water very slightly again.
I'm gonna stay right next to Lyra.
Like right there.
Alright.
In case something bad happens. Right there, at that doorway, all over here.
Hey guys, I don't trust this.
Lyra, give me your hand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Aw, they're holding hands.
Gonna
So cute. Sorry.
keep you
Oh.
over here. Trusting drow self over here, where it's safe and away from danger.
It's not safe. You think you're safe.
I think I'm safe.
Alright, Ray, as you're standing there,
Yep.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alright.
There it is.
You hear a voice in your head once again that says, why don't you bring you and your friend out into the water so I can share with you my secrets? And you feel compelled to do so.
Yep. I take another step forward and I pull on Lyra's hand and say, let's go a little deeper.
Wait, we're doing what? I don't think I want to go deeper. Because the last time I was deeper, I felt something push against my leg, and I don't think I want to do that again.
Are you sure? I think it's okay.
You're still gonna hold my hand, right?
Of course.
Guys, it's a bad idea. Get out.
No, Dark, I think you're just worrying too much, Dark. I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm totally worrying about everything that's happened down here and everything in my life. Nothing has ever gone good. Nothing that was in this cave last time we were here was good. This is probably not good. Let's just go. We will come back another time when we have more backup, more people, Athos, something.
We have more people with us now than we did when we fought the dragon.
I love the voices in my head. Me too, Ray. I don't know, maybe we should leave.
I'm assuming that I continue to feel propelled to
Oh yeah.
continue into the water. Okay.
Oh, so you're just gonna drag Lyra.
I mean, if you let go of her hand, she's not going to make you, but she's not going to stop either.
Yeah, but Lyra's got most things, so she's just gonna.
So yeah, nope. I'll slide forward again.
Alright.
can you stand close to us just in case something happens? You don't have to come into the water, but like, it would be nice if you were close to us. Because I'm terrified. I'm very terrified. This is very scary.
Is anything happening as we continue into the water?
Not so far.
Can I talk into my necklace and see if I can reach Ophelia from here?
Sure.
I'll talk into the necklace. Say, Ophelia, things might not be going good down here. You might want to come down here if you get the chance. Because we have two people heading into the water. Something's talking to us in our heads. And Ray is dragging one of us in. We might need some help.
Do I hear him?
You do not.
We're past 500 feet?
You are past 500 feet.
Motherfucker.
This is great. That was such a good time, you guys.
Oh god.
Ophelia's like, Kuma, isn't my new horse pretty?
I think I have a flower to match it.
I'm just gonna go up. To the cave. See if we
Alright.
can get the rest of our party.
Wait, no, Dark, where are you going? Dark, don't.
Dark's not going anywhere.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Your drow friend is leaving to see if you can get your other
Borgo
party
is
member.
leaving.
Oh, bye.
I'm only gonna
Can't
walk
see
in.
him.
I'm only gonna walk as deep as like my shoulders.
Alright. You go about 20 feet out then.
Oh God.
I am Audi 5000.
And then
I stop there.
Lyra's obviously coming along.
Alright.
Go up.
So Dark, what are you doing?
I'm standing where I am saying, this is stupid, guys. Come back. For fuck's sake.
I can't just leave her out in the water.
Drag her with you. Bring her.
I think she's stronger than me.
Try.
No.
I'm gonna
I don't know. I have like 2 in strength.
I don't have any rope. I can't throw a frickin' lasso.
Ophelia.
What?
How's your horse?
You
Oh,
wouldn't get
my-
up there for a little bit
Good.
of time yet, so we'll keep
Yeah,
going
you
with
gotta
this.
climb 200 feet first.
Horse is doing good.
Can
Oh yeah, real stupid. Yep.
I do a perception check to see what's going on with Ray?
Sure. Actually, make an insight check.
Okay, hang on a sec. Things. There we go. Insight, you said?
Yep.
It
I don't see these eyes, do I?
Nope.
Do
Are
I
you guys
see
still there?
Nope.
Okay.
But insight check, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Incite the fuck out of everything.
Can I look around to see if I see anything?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah!
You are able to figure out that Ray is acting odd.
Well, I could have told you that.
Yeah, that's all that you're able to assume. She doesn't appear to be like acting outside of a norm. She's just outside of her norm.
Hey, Ray, how come we're far out?
Because it asked us to. It said to learn its secrets. We had to come into the water, and here we are. So, and then she kind of like turns her attention to the water. Like we're here.
Yeah, but I don't really want to know.
All right, make a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Got an A. I got an unnat 20.
All right. You both see a slight amount of movement, about 15 feet away into the water.
We're not gonna go towards that, are we?
Do I feel compelled to go towards it?
The voice hasn't told you anything.
No, I think this is deep enough.
Can we go back now?
Just wait another minute more.
The
No.
voice in your head calls to you again, Ray. It's like, you should call your friend out here too. And you feel compelled to do so.
Dark, you should come join us.
No.
Good luck with that.
Dark. I know, right? Come on, Dark.
I think
Fine, we're fine.
Dark's that kid at the amusement park who's just like, no, I don't want to go.
That roller coaster goes upside down. I don't want to do it.
Do these things even get safety inspected?
Dark, I saw like 4 eyeballs out here, and I think it's all a part of right. You should stay there. Just bad happens to us.
No, Dark, nothing's gonna happen. It's fine. You should come into the water.
Dark, please don't go into. Okay, you're like our only hope if something bad happens.
And Dark just stares towards them and kind of winces a little bit and then grabs his head and then starts screaming and falls over.
Dark?
Dark?
Sweet, he's fucking dead.
No! we need to get out.
Is there anything that would stop me from trying to get out of the water at this point?
You feel compelled to stay.
Dark's fucking fine. It's
I
fine.
don't like this. I feel very conflicted.
He just collapsed and started screaming. I need to.
Lyra, you should go check on Dark. I'll wait here.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Spark comes moving up and checks on Dark.
Spark,
Okay.
is he okay?
He is fine.
And I
Okay.
will whisper to Spark, don't fucking ruin it. Just try and get them over here. Do what you can to bring them over. For fuck's sake. Get them out of the fucking water. I'm perfectly fine. Just shut up and get them over here.
Make a persuasion check.
This is gonna go bad.
One thing that Dark's known for is his
Fucking
really
25.
good persuasion.
Yeah,
I
he's
have a
definitely
persuasion
the most
button.
persuasive. Oh, that's right.
It's just a charisma check since you're not proficient anyway.
Be nat 20s. This is gonna be hilarious.
Not bad.
Yeah, pretty good for you.
Okay, I will do my best. He's not okay anymore.
Lyra, you should.
I think he is dying now.
In 2 seconds, he went from being fine to being not fine.
Well, his head is bleeding now. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I don't see any blood.
Roll deception for that.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna.
I was about to say, where's
deceive
the
you.
deception check here?
I don't think I see any blood.
It's coming out
Make
the
a
other ear that's
insight
not in your
check.
sight.
Hang on.
Is there any point in me making some sort of check to see if he's lying?
Nope, you feel compelled to stay.
Okay.
This would be actually, it would be an insight check, not a perception check. 'Cause you're trying to see if Spark is lying to you, so you need to make an insight against it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Well,
Any guidance to that too.
I can see that there is one that is pretty water. I wasted a 20. All rats. An insight check, you said?
Yep.
How'd I do?
All right.
Hey!
You're able to tell that he's bullshitting you.
Bark, why are you being such a dick? He's fine.
Sorry, he asked me to. I mean, he's bleeding out. He needs help.
No.
Dark will sit up. Dark will stand, aim his fucking crossbow in the water, and start fucking firing. And where they're aiming, where they're talking at.
Dark, what are you doing?
Well, they're actually communicating telepathically with this creature.
Okay, I'm gonna start firing into the water further out than them.
All right. Make your 3 attacks at disadvantage. All right.
Oh, shit.
You fire into a general area into the water, and you hear, well, you don't hear, but you see a small bit of blood start to pool out. Lyra, you hear as all 3 crossbow bolts make impact, and then this is gonna be fun. And then, Lyra, you feel 3 tentacles as they reach out of the water and they strike you. So, together,
They strike me or they try to pull me?
they strike you.
Okay.
Let's see.
What do you get?
All right. So together, Lyra, you take 36 points of bludgeoning damage
What the fuck, Dark?
Oof.
as all 3 of the tentacles whip you, and I need you to make 3 separate Constitution saving throws.
Wait, they do how much damage altogether?
36.
What the fuck, Dark?
Believe
And
me
then-
now,
No,
I
You
shot it, and
attacked
now it's
it.
hitting you. Think
You
about it.
shot it. It wasn't hurting us, Dark.
Think
You
about it.
shot it.
And Lyra, I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
It's baiting us.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Oh boy.
Fuck!
that is noted. And then you feel as the presence of the creature moves away.
She's just gonna turn around and start like, what the hell, dude?
Ray,
Yeah.
you hear a voice in your head as the creature moves away from you that says, "Kill the ranger."
Oh, well,
I
good,
need
I'm
everybody
safe.
to roll initiative.
Good, I'm safe because I'm not a ranger.
Poor guy.
Roll initiative.
I mean, to be fair, I'm
Am I also rolling initiative, Josh?
No.
Okay.
If there was somebody in the party to go rogue, I'm probably the best one. Like, realistically speaking. My AC is shit. And
And your health?
my health ain't that great either. Like, Dark himself could probably take me down in 2 rounds, and I could not take him down in that.
2?
My health is only 67. If you rolled well enough on your damage and you were using sharpshooter, because why wouldn't you? My AC is 14.
All right.
Noted.
And Dark would know that I'm a squishy person.
Noted.
So
What is the information to your enemy at this point?
Kirby, you're fine.
Lyra,
This
you
has gone
are
so
first in the
sideways so
combat
fast.
order. You know
Yeah.
that Dark shot something that was in the water.
Yeah.
And you got attacked.
Yep. And I'm
And
salty.
you hear a voice in your head as this creature moves away that says, just wanted to share secrets. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. All right.
I'm so mad at you.
That's all it says.
I want
As
to
the
reply
creature moves away.
I want to reply to it with my free action and go, I didn't do anything. I didn't tell him to do that.
You get no response. And it is your turn in combat.
Do I still see the creature or is he gone?
It has moved away from you.
But can I still see it?
No.
Damn. I'll heal myself then. Hang on. No, that's not what I want to do. Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So I need to roll a D8 plus. No, go away. Go the fuck away. Wait, I swear to God. I'm having issues. 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So. Hang on, I'll get the hang of this eventually. 1d8 plus. Where is my spell? What's my spellcasting modifier again? Sorry. It's wisdom, isn't
Wisdom?
Yeah.
it? Okay, so I got 12.
All right. What is your wisdom?
Plus 16. Plus 6.
Plus 16?
No, plus 6.
You have a +6 wisdom?
Yeah. I'm a smart
Almost as
cookie.
wise as me.
Her wisdom's 14, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, your wisdom's 14, so it's +2.
I have a plus 6 on mine. I think I have. Oh, that's my saving throw. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yes, I got 8.
Yeah, your wisdom itself, but you are a life cleric.
Yeah.
So you gain an additional 2 plus the spell level. So you would gain an extra 3. So you would gain
Cool.
11.
Cool. So I was close.
Yeah.
I'm just not the smartest cookie. It's fine. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, just takes learning.
There we go. And then I'll mark down that I used one of my spells there. Okay.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. Spark's turn. He just kind of stands there. Just like, what do I do? And he draws a sword and he sits there waiting.
Pulling your action, I'm assuming.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Ray, what's your AC?
14.
All right. It doesn't attack you. You see it. You see the slight movement over toward the your east, which you keep to yourself. And then Dark. I need you to make a wisdom save. All right. And you hear a voice in your head that says, "You shouldn't have done that." All right. Right, it's your turn.
So the last thing I was told to do was attack Dark, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, hold on, my spells are loading up weird. I'll It said to kill him, or
Said kill the
Yep.
ranger.
okay. I'll cast a second level chromatic orb.
All right.
It'll be cold. I'm in the water and I'm cold.
All right. What's your AC, Dark?
18.
All right. So that hits. So you take 16 points of cold damage as Ray casts a spell on you.
Am I allowed to speak out of turn, or can I speak?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Ray and be like, "What the fuck?
He shouldn't have attacked it
Why are you attacking him?
because he attacked it.
But that makes no sense."
All right, Dark. It's your turn.
And I will move.
Don't attack
2,
her.
3, 4, 5, 6. I will move back there, but before I would, I'd say, come get me, Ray.
No.
You underestimate my range.
All right, Morgul, your turn.
The idea is to get you out of the water.
See here.
And when I get over here near Morgul, I'm saying she's trying to kill me. Whatever's in the water pissed her off or something.
I'm aware.
And it ain't good. We need to knock her out of it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I do.
Oh.
It's fortunate that I'm really terrible at these.
Oh, you saved though.
Now I save.
Yeah. You feel a hold come over you, and you shrug it off.
Yep. She's. I guess. Fuck. You're gonna have to come and get him. Because I'm imagining Dark ain't moving.
All right. Lyra, your turn.
Good.
I'm.
We definitely need some kind of music for this stream.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
So,
not you. Just saying we need like a background theme, background music. Needs to be copyright protected, though.
Exactly.
that royalty free combat music.
DM should start looking into some Kevin MacLeod music.
Okay. I want to. I want to use divine intervention
Okay.
because I want her to stop my friends from trying to kill each other.
Okay. Who was your deity again?
I don't.
Saren Ray, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So.
So go ahead and roll a 1d100.
Yikes.
A friend from certain death.
How do I roll a one? Oh, wait.
/r space 1d100.
I got it. I got a 77.
All right. As you reach out to Saren Ray to assist your party and prevent them from killing each other, you get a response in your head that says, "They will in time."
That's not helpful. Oh. How do I stop them from killing each other, though?
You get no response.
Alright, I'm done.
All right.
stupid.
Spark just kind of moves out of the way. Just
Hey, the
like,
guy with the crossbow.
we're here. Just like, I'm not involved.
Kirby.
That gift sums up everything.
Yep.
All right. Ray, it's your turn.
Do I still feel compelled to stay in the water?
At this moment, no. You feel compelled to kill Dark.
Okay.
Which means you have to
Um,
the water.
I don't have to come out of the water.
Wait, you're dragging me along with you?
Yeah, you're still holding her hand.
I would say, I mean, technically you could let go of my hand, because I can't see Dark from here, right? I would need to take...
You'd have to move ever so slightly to there.
Yeah. And I mean, I would try to pull Lyra with me, because I wouldn't think to drop her hand. So it's up to her, I guess, if she comes or not.
Yeah, and then I don't want to attempt you from killing Dark.
And then... I'm going to cast... sorry, I did not manage my spells while I was doing things. I will just cast Firebolt at Dark.
All right.
Alright, I got you, Dark.
All right, that hits for 17 damage.
And then I'm just gonna step back, but just around Lyra.
Wait, so now you're using shield?
It's not necessarily a human shield. It's more of a.
It's totally a human shield.
It's more of a. This puts me out of Dark's eyesight.
AKA
Oh,
human
Yeah,
shield.
I'm an elf shield. Cool.
you forget I have Seeking Arrow.
Please don't hurt me. I don't want you not.
Just wait till my turn.
To be fair, I didn't want to do this. That's my turn. I'm done.
All right, Dark, your turn.
I will shout out, I'm waiting, and I will move up here.
All right.
I feel like an exhausted mom.
All right, Morgul, your turn.
And children are fighting. I love
Whole
that.
person.
All right, wisdom save, Ray. All right, you are paralyzed.
Up to Lyra. Pull her into shore. She can't move.
Okay. Is out of character. Is your turn over then? Because I can't do shit until your turn is.
That is my entire turn. Holding
Alright.
a crossbow and casting a whole person on her.
Your turn, Lyra.
Cool. Let's go.
Nation.
Right there. We're gonna go right there. Come on.
All right.
I'm gonna pull her along. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
All right, you drag her right there.
Come on.
Come on, girl. You can do it.
Who's a good girl?
Yeah.
Ray. Come on, Ray.
Essentially dragging a statue.
Oh shit.
I have the perfect gift for Ray's reaction.
Oh no.
Well, not gift, but
I'm
picture.
afraid. Yeah.
All right. Spark doesn't do
I have
anything.
an action, so I
Yeah.
want to. How badly hurt are you, Dark?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I'm out of sight. You can't see me.
Ray, have you lost any
Nope.
hit points? Okay.
Haven't been hit.
Cool. I want to use one of my cantrips to make my voice sound very scary to get you guys to like knock it off. So I'm going to use thaumaturgy. Can't pronounce that shit.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, and I'm going to shut up. I'm going to make the ground shake harmlessly for a minute, and I'm going to yell, not in like a voice, but I'm going to yell. Oh wait, no, I can do 3 things at once. So then I'm also going to boom my voice, and I'm going to yell, both of you knock it off. I don't know if that'll do anything, but I just wanted Lyra to be scary.
Okay. You scared Nestor away.
Bye!
No. Okay. Spark doesn't do anything on his turn. As you're on the shore,
Oh, and I let go. Raise hand.
all right.
Now that we're on the shore and I feel like we're safe.
And
Of
then,
course, really.
as you make it up to shore, and you turn back to let go of Ray's hand, you let go, and then 3 tentacles reach out from the water and strike you,
Oh boy.
dealing 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
I
You almost
don't
made me
have a
choke
gift
on
for
my
that.
popcorn.
I don't have a gift for that.
I really
we
don't.
found one he doesn't have a
We
gift for.
finally found something.
Oh my god, we need to start using that all the time.
Mark the date.
Wait, nope, I have one.
No, you don't.
Heathers,
Don't fucking lie.
Heathers?
All right.
From
great.
Heathers.
Yeah!
Appropriate response.
Nerd. Thank you so much for this, guys. I'm having so much fun.
All right.
By the way, it's still a minute, so I'm yelling trembles and my voice is really loud.
Ray, your turn. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything. I can't do anything, right? I'm paralyzed.
Well, at the end of your turn, you make another wisdom save.
Cool.
All right, you're still paralyzed.
Cool.
All right, Dork, your turn.
You gotta be the 4th level whole person.
And
so-
I will shout from back here, I'm not trying to hurt her, I'm trying to get you guys away from the water. Whatever's in there is bad.
And I'm gonna shout back to him, it's only bad. Shot at it and dead.
This is the greatest game of D&D I've ever seen in my life.
Is that all for your turn?
Yep.
All right.
It's the greatest game of D&D ever played.
Morgul, your turn.
I'm gonna keep concentrating the spell while it's concentrating, as long as it's not a concentration spell, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
How much is? Okay, I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds on. What's her name? Lyra, I think it is.
Thank
All right, you do have to move up to her.
Yeah, I'm
Cure
gonna have to do
Wounds is a
that. Bit of movement, that'll be fine.
All right. You regain 11 hit points.
How much am I healed for? 11? Cool.
11.
Cool, I'm still dying.
All right.
You're dying?
Well, I'm at like 16 out of 73.
If you were unconscious, this would be a whole nother thing, and then you get max HP.
All right,
Cool,
Lyra,
I'm at
it's your turn.
27. Ah!
I love Grave Clerics.
Can I just, like, smack Ray as hard as I can see if that knocks her out of it.
Sure. Make an attack roll or a strength-based attack roll with proficiency with advantage.
Paralyzed.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
So make a
Doesn't say if they're getting that hit.
make a strength check
Okay, that I
with
know
advantage.
Kirby down. How much would I add for advantage?
With advantage, you just roll twice.
Okay. Oh, that's duh.
All right.
Wasn't the other one?
We got
So,
a 19, boy.
19. Plus you're proficient with your fists, so that's actually a 23.
I mean, she hit a while ago.
Yeah, you hit her and you deal.
Does it snap her out of it?
Let's see.
What?
Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom save there. All right.
Make it what? I'm sorry.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. Nope.
All right.
Is intent on killing the ranger.
Good thing I'm not a ranger.
Yeah. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as she critically hits you with a fist.
Yep.
Well, I was hoping more for a bit slap, but that works too.
All right.
Go anywhere. So we can
Spark has kind of gotten the idea of what's going on, and grabs Ray, and then just drags you guys up to here. Not you. Drags her.
Alright. Wait, why are you leaving next to the
Because
water?
you were not attached. You let go.
Oh,
So
that's
he's
fair.
dragging
But I'm
her.
probably about to get attacked again. I can just feel it.
I mean, you are. So.
Lex, you've got a grave cleric next to you.
Actually.
Oh god.
Oh, instead he is going to attack Morgul.
Oh, thank god.
I don't know.
Sorry.
What's your AC, Morgul?
I have an AC of 15.
15, alright. You are hit twice.
Okay.
And suffer 29 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ugh.
And I need you to make 2 different con saves.
What are the Constitution saves for?
You'll find out.
I'm actually going to make one to maintain.
Okay, so hold on. You're going to make 4 total. So make your first one here.
Okay.
Alright, that one's fine. Make your second one.
Yes, my
Alright, that one's okay. And now the actual other con saves. Those are for concentration. So now you're still on hold person. So now make your next 2.
I do get advantage because of Warcaster.
Alright, so while you see so go ahead and roll 2 more. Actually, this one, the first 2 were your con checks. For concentration. We'll count that as the second one. So the second one still succeeds. So now roll 2 normally.
Normally? Okay.
Yep.
Come on, character sheet. Work.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to remember that you have Warcaster. Alright, and then your next one. Okay. So you're still concentrating on your whole person.
Anything else?
Ray. No, that's it for as far as everything right now. Ray, your turn. You do nothing for your turn. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save.
Woo. Nope.
Still paralyzed. Alright, Dark, your turn.
Paralyzed.
I'm gonna move down there and I'm gonna shout out, get everyone as far away from the water as possible. And then move right there.
Okay. Morgul, it's your turn.
I'm going to be dashing and wants to work. 20, 40, 45, 60.
Okay, what?
All right.
I'm out.
Lyra, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. I'm done. I'm gonna go there. Good spot.
All right. Spark just drags Ray. To here. All right. At this point, you guys are considered out of combat,
Cool.
as you have effectively gone far enough away from the water. And it has been 30 seconds since the first round of combat.
Hitting on killing Dark.
There's no way Dark's plan actually worked.
What a confidence booster this will be.
Well, I don't know. You still might try and kill me.
Ophelia might be slightly impressed.
Do I still feel compelled to kill Dark?
You don't feel anything right now.
As in no compulsions, or I don't feel anything?
You don't feel anything. You are paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Fair.
Save to drop whole person. Blink once for no, blink twice for yes.
Can't even do that.
Can't blink.
Make one grunt for yes, 2 grunts for no.
You can't do that either.
Oh wait, I can. Wait,
Or drop whole person.
wait, I can make her. Wait, I can make her not like this. Paralyzed. I can
There
make
you
her paralyzed.
go.
Gotta give me a second.
That's what I was hoping for this entire freaking time.
Hey!
Not just you, I'm just saying. I was hoping somebody could. I have prestidigitation. That's it. It's up to you guys for the rest. I can clean up people that are wet. That's about it.
Which I am, to be fair.
I am going to use lesser restoration, so that way she is no longer paralyzed.
Drop whole person.
Okay. So you
The
cast Lesser
restoration
Restoration, and
On my
he
whole person.
drops Hold Person, and yeah, that spell's definitely gone.
You're welcome.
Could we please
Back
leave
into
now?
combat because she's gonna still try and kill me.
Oh. Well, at least she's not paralyzed. You're welcome.
No, I feel fine.
You don't want to go back and do you?
No.
Morgul is leaving?
One more gold.
Now, do you understand? I wasn't trying to do anything to harm you guys. I was trying to get you away from the water, but you would refuse, so I did everything in my power possible to get you guys away.
Okay, but to be fair, you twice because you harmed the beast.
Yeah, and we don't know if that beast, as he makes quotation marks in the air, was actually trying to convince you to be eaten.
Well, for this time,
Maybe we should just leave. We have other
Agreed.
business we should
All right, at this point, it has now been a minute since the start of combat. Lyra.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
you notice as she's talking to you, her skin turns very clear.
My ring.
Uh-oh.
Yours, Lyra, as a very thin layer of slime builds on the outside of it.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
And you find it very difficult to breathe air.
Guys,
Oh no.
what's going on?
Breathing your right now.
How's your horse, Ophelia?
Oh my horse, I mean like she braided a section of the horse's hair to match her own hair. Like she's bonding with her horse, guys.
18
great.
seconds later, Oracle, your skin turns very clear.
I just start casting restoration on myself.
Alright, you cast it on yourself and nothing happens.
Alright, everyone get the fuck out.
They can't.
Look.
They have to go in the water.
Find some vases, you guys.
Can we tell that they're having trouble breathing at this point?
You probably. They'll probably tell you.
Not good.
Guys, can't breathe.
Ray, you feel like they should probably go in the water.
Guys, come on. And I grab Lyra's hand again. God
God damn it.
If you can't breathe air, maybe it did something to you. And you can't breathe. Like, whatever it's going to do can't be any worse than not breathing.
I don't want to be a fish, though.
Well, somebody... We'll figure that out later. Right now, we need to make sure that both of you can breathe. And I tried to drag Lyra with my
Start
impressive
moving.
9 strength.
She's gonna
Dark's got the right idea.
Dark is climbing the rope and trying to get as close as possible to Ophelia.
So,
Every
somebody
10
go for
feet, he's
Ophelia.
shouting into his necklace, Ophelia, respond, please.
Alright, you make it to the top of the hole. And as you climb out of the hole and speak into the earpiece, Ophelia, you hear a very panicked Dark on the other end of the line, calling for your assistance.
Dark?
Get down here now.
Okay.
Faster
gonna
than now.
Divine intervention.
She's gonna bolt for it. Come on,
Alright,
Rakugo.
yeah, he just takes off after you.
I'm gonna divine.
And then immediately goes in front of me because he's fast as shit.
Yeah, he
Between your
surpasses you, and then Dark, as you're standing there, you're getting ready to climb back down the hole. Rakugo runs past you and just leaps into the hole.
Rakugo, wait, no, it's 200! Fuck!
But the light is still at the bottom, so you see he just lands gracefully and then just keeps running.
Okay. Come on,
love
Ophelia,
Monk.
quick!
I love Monk so much.
Faster,
Yeah,
quick, quick.
Ophelia's going as fast as she can.
I will slide down that rope ASAP.
She would. Eventually.
If it's alright with the GM. Just start praying to the Raven Queen for assistance and reversing this fucking thing that's happening to me and Lyra.
Alright, go ahead and roll your 1d100.
Oh, they're going to be best friends.
I do have to interrupt and say, this is just fucking amazeballs. I'm sorry.
So great. I love all of us.
Best
I'm
game
sorry.
ever.
That
All
do
right.
anything?
You get no response.
Starting to shout, like growl expletives, and starts just cursing in various like elvish tongues.
I'm still trying to make an attempt at dragging them towards the water.
And
Yeah,
I
why
will
would
grapple Ray.
drag her?
Grapple Ray.
They can't breathe. Like they need to breathe and they can't.
What's happening?
The logical
They can't breathe. Ray's trying to drag everybody back into the water. Things are
Uh,
bad.
I mean,
Please
I'm
do
only
what you
trying
can.
to drag them into the water because they can't breathe, and it looks like they need the
Ray
water.
is not acting normal. Can you possibly do something?
Sure. I'm fine.
Just like
Can
I
I
was
just-
fine when I was trying to kill you guys a month ago. Yeah, Ophelia, can you step in here and do something?
yeah, I can try.
Can you
Okay.
guys hurry up?
No, Ophelia, I'm fine. Help them.
Yeah, I got it.
Prance.
She's gonna cast Greater Restoration on our drow friend.
What level?
5th level? The only yeah?
Alright, you cast Greater Restoration on Morgul. And he appears to still have very translucent skin, and it's covered in a very thick slime.
That didn't work.
Yeah,
Fuck.
see, we need to put them in the water
Why would we put them in the water, Ray?
because they can't breathe, and they were hit by something in the water. So maybe it did something weird, and now
You wanna-
I don't
You want to
know.
put them back in the water when something hit them in the water?
Well, they can't breathe, and if they can't breathe, they're going to die anyway. So why is that such a bad option?
Manning had a ton of fucking vases upstairs. Go get some water.
Maybe send Rakugvo. He's the fastest.
Rakugvo, go get water.
There's water right here.
Death ward.
No,
Not this
Rakugvo,
water.
not that water.
This
It's
one
right here.
might be bad.
It's water.
That's bad. That's apparently bad water. I'm just learning this as well.
It's fine.
What do you want me to get? There's water
Get
right
something
here.
to hold a bunch of water and get clean, nice water from upstairs.
Okay. And you just see he just kicks the ground, and a chunk of the wall just gives out, and it's a perfect like bowl.
Okay.
So hold it.
All right, now go get nice water from upstairs, please.
There's no water.
I
What?
hand Ophelia my water skin.
Here. I take the bowl, fill it up with water, and just start like.
I'm gonna cast
Putting
Death
it on
Ward
them.
myself and
All right, you're casting Death Ward.
We are so fucking good guys. I'm sorry.
Rakumo just like takes the bowl and is dragging it toward the water, but he's staying
will-
a distance away.
I will try
he's
a
just
Greater
like-
Restoration again at 6th level.
On who?
On the only person I've tried it on so far.
All right. As you cast it,
go the fuck away. Go the fuck away, please. Please go.
actually link it in chat for me.
Okay. If it loads, I clicked use, so it's like, oh, okay, there we go.
Better fucking work. I'm gonna kill a motherfucker. I'm gonna kill something if I don't. I mean, at least we can't die.
And to think we haven't even touched the first contract yet.
We're not gonna touch that for.
Thank
Well,
God
y'all-
there's no time limit on that.
Mm-hmm. Thank God there's no time limit on that contract.
All right.
Bet Josh wasn't expecting any of this tonight.
His skin returns to normal, and the slime goes away.
I've never been so glad to see my dark purple skin.
Can you do that on her? I can't do that again.
I do not have greater restoration.
Swear to God.
At this point,
Ward on her, so she can't die.
Also, we probably should get out of here.
Lyra, you take 8 points of damage
Hey.
as you feel a burning sensation in your lungs.
Oh, swell. This is just swell, you guys.
Yeah,
You know, just suffocation. It's fine.
she needs to
Mumbles
be in
the
the water.
person
I
that
keep
was trying to go
telling
into
you
the
guys.
water.
Ray,
What?
we got it. We're clerics. It's fine.
At this point, Rakugmo has used his shape water and has funneled a bunch of water into the bowl, and he runs over and just pours it on top of Lyra.
Thank you, Rakugmo. It's what I wanted this whole time. Literally what I wanted this whole time.
Did I do good?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it again.
Please.
And no effect.
I'm not the only cleric around here. Can someone please do that to her? Or she might be able to do it to herself? I'm not sure how that works. The whole life thing.
I do not know that spell, unfortunately.
Lyra's shaking her head like, nope, she can't do it right now.
Lesser restoration.
Yeah, but that won't make it go away.
6th level.
I don't think I have 6th level.
You should, when you're
Yeah,
level
you
yourself to
you
a
should
level
if you're the same. Actually,
I'm level 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should be
she's
level
level-
11, but
We leveled up, but you weren't here for it, so.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm still level 10.
I'm guessing that it's 6th level.
well,
to
you'll
see if
you'd
that'll
level
get
up
rid of
too.
it.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll fix
Yeah,
that
we'll
after
get
the
that
stream.
later.
We'll fix that next week, or this week.
do you say you were casting it?
Restoration at 6th level.
You're gonna cast
Cool.
Buster Restoration at 6th level. Alright. That does it.
Oh, thank God.
Damn it. I mean, it's good, but
Dead.
I wasted my material component.
Alright. Leave? Morgul's like saying at the top of his lungs in both common, elvish, and any other language he speaks.
Ophelia will snarkily reply back in common and elvish. Like, yeah, that's what the plan is.
Ray, you hear a voice in your head that says, maybe they should come back in the water.
No.
Ray,
Guys, we should. No, guys,
Ray?
I swear, the water's fine, guys.
Ophelia's gonna
Come on,
pick Ray
no.
up and fucking drag her.
No,
I had her
Ophelia,
grappled.
what are you doing? Guys, you're over. This is an overreaction. It's,
Alright, well then, if she's already grappled, then she's also going to grapple and drag her away with Dark.
Alright.
And Lyra's still holding Ray's hands.
Yeah, I'm imagining, like, by the shoulders, like Ophelia has her, like, by a shoulder. Dark has her by a shoulder.
Alright, yeah, you effectively drag her to the rope.
this is ridiculous, and you're
Start
overreacting. And I'm going back, guys. I'm going back to the water.
You're not
so
going back to the water.
How are you
cast
gonna
whole
make me
person at
climb a
5th level
rope?
again?
I can probably pick you up and fly you up the rope.
That's a fair statement. No, or I'm just paralyzed again.
Yep.
You're not that heavy.
Resist. Resist.
So, let's go.
Yeah,
Alright, you hear another voice in your head, Ray, as it's been as it's nearing the end of your whole person. The voice in your head says, "Come back again."
Thanks for stopping
Okay.
tonight.
and following you.
And then it commands you and says, do what they want for now.
Okay.
Cool. So Ray is mine.
More or less, like, can I
Forever. Cool.
For the next month.
More
Fine,
like,
guys. Go kill some undead.
that if anything tries to speak on our heads, we try and kill it immediately.
You know, you would really think that Ray would have learned better by now, but
Yeah, you would think so.
just hasn't quite yet.
This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be so great.
That's what you were fighting.
What the fuck is that?
Oh god, I
It
hate
was
this thing.
something very
Dun,
bad.
dun, 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 dun.
Wait, where did you put it? I wanted to look at it.
It's gone now.
Oh my god, that GIF is a Lyra 2T.
Wait. Okay, pause everything. Did you say GIF?
Yeah, gross.
I believe rule number 1 of the chat is no.
That wasn't harassment. I was asking a question, just making sure I heard right.
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure.
My brother also pronounces it GIF. I don't.
I feel like that kind of falls under the whole, like, my house had a no judgment policy, except for, like, really ridiculous petty things, like never having been to Costco. How you pronounce GIF is one of the things we would judge you on.
Yeah, I mean, we'll judge you on it severely. We won't harass you about it. We'll judge you on it.
We're gonna move on, so mind control.
Is it sad that I have a gift for this?
Oh my god.
Yes.
God.
That is sad.
No.
Oh my god.
Someone spent like a lot of time on that.
Yeah. Like,
Like a lot of time.
not even mad, I'm just impressed.
Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season.
But yeah, Ophelia's
Alright.
gonna be like, do I need to fucking fly you up there,
Two with our
Ray?
because I had to hold person her in order for her to not like fight back, and me holding up the whole person spell and you flying her up there.
I could do that.
Well, then by default you'd be
You know,
flying
leaving
Lyra up too.
immediately.
She's still holding Ray's hand.
Lyra, you.
I appreciate Lyra's commitment to being the mom of this group.
We've needed a mom.
Oh, we need it.
She's holding Ray's hand and like technically stuck holding Ray's hand.
Lyra, it was Lyra, right? I met you briefly. I mean, you can let go of her hand.
No, I can't. She's paralyzed and I can't get my hand out of her hand.
Oh, you literally can't.
Oh, right, because
I forgot how weak you guys are physically. Okay.
I also like holding her hand. It's nice and it's soft.
I mean, hands are nice and soft usually.
She's gonna
Nice
keep
for holding
moving.
my hand.
And we're climbing.
Climbing and we're leaving.
Yeah, Ophelia will fly if needed, and make
You're
sure
gonna
Lyra
need
gets
to.
out of her grip.
Just
What-
keep
what did you say?
leaving, Just keep leaving.
You're gonna need to fly her.
Yeah. I'll make sure that Lyra isn't dragged along. I don't think she can hold two full-grown women anyway, so... I mean, maybe.
Well, they're both pretty light, so
That's true.
fine.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, Lyra, despite being fairly light,
Ophelia is a strong girl. It's fine.
best strong girl. I stand one strong girl.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I'm Ophelia, by the way. She holds out a hand.
All right, we haven't been properly introduced.
I'm glad you're not slimy anymore.
Morgul Dotar, former sailor and current cleric of the Raven Queen.
I guess I should probably narrate this part too.
Probably.
As you guys are climbing the rope, Kugma runs up the wall.
Alright. Oh, and Josh, did I miss something? Or is Nira now the Raven Queen, or is it still Nira?
Well, I haven't gotten to talk about him up to it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll go over that.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, just haven't gotten too much. This is more of a, like, I've been busier than hell the past, 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, Nestor, we will have a conversation about that. But yeah, no, it's still Nira. Still, the reason being, Nestor, is because we're the point in time, I guess, before anything. We are currently in the time before Nira, or before the Raven Queen ascended. So she is not yet the Raven Queen.
Basically, whoever's the current god of fun stuff.
Actually, the current god that would be in that temple would actually not like you being a grave cleric. So you can still be a worshiper of the Raven Queen. She just goes by a different name.
Okay.
She's not yet the Raven Queen. So we'll talk about it.
Or stuff that we have to get into later.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
But he would see that when she activated her wings, they were very raven-like. So that's cool.
Well, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
She's pretty cool looking.
I don't know about that. No. Yeah, you guys are now back up on the upper level. Still in the caves.
I think just let them know not to go down there ever.
Ever again?
Period.
We could just collapse the house.
Too many valuables in it yet that I would like to actually see if we can make some money off of.
Well, collect them then, because
the cave.
We shouldn't.
What do you guys think about?
What do you think about Lyra?
What do I think about? Sometimes I think about my son and my husband.
I think about flowers.
Oh, that's nice. Me too. Sometimes.
Pretty.
This is. I can't deal with this conversation. She's just gonna. she's just gonna keep walking.
Dark says, "I think about Radek, the guy who owns this house, and recently coming to realize that he was a big evil dragon that tried."
Can you not remind me for once in the past week, Dark? And she's just gonna keep walking away.
Fight.
I'll as much as I want.
And trying to walk.
The guy helped me recover from my dead brother. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
Then he turns out to be a dragon. Fucker owes me.
Wow.
Yep.
Ophelia's walking. Iris is gonna allow herself to be dragged.
Wait, why are we dragging her again?
I'm just gonna assume that she's still carrying both of you.
I mean, it hasn't been said since.
Alright, as you guys are walking through this upper level, the hold person spell wears off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which spell wears off?
Hold person, the one that was paralyzing Ray.
Oh, cool. Lyra's gonna.
Now I'm just in Ophelia's arms.
Yep.
Ophelia's gonna feel it wear off, put her down, but still death grip her forearm and just keep dragging.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Lyra's gonna mumble to Ray, "Can you let go?"
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I just thought it was.
Horse and wait for someone to give me a direction on where to go next.
That would be Spark. He knew where we were going.
Are we really gonna go after this undead threat right now after this just happened?
I
don't
think
know.
it's a good idea.
I mean, I feel like undead should be taken care of, but this is whatever that is. I didn't see a lot of it, but you seem panicked.
And how's everybody's spells? How's everybody's health? Are we all doing perfectly fine? How
No,
are
I'm
things? How are you?
I'm still dying.
Beforehand?
Thanks for asking.
Most of my good spells are gone.
Yeah, same.
Spark, how long of a ride is it to this place?
Well, at a brisk pace. I don't know.
Cool.
How long did it take you to run
Can you be a little more
here
specific?
and there?
I did it in 4 hours. Direct route.
Okay.
Very fast.
Well, we know that we won't be able to go as fast. I mean, what time of day is it?
Right now it's midday.
We could get there by evening.
Yeah, so we'll
Wait,
head in
rest?
that direction, and we'll take an early night, we'll take a rest, and then we'll deal with it in the morning.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even make it to the castle.
What?
What?
I saw it, cause I was up on the cliff looking down at it. It was way in the distance. But there was an army of undead.
You're so
What constitutes and how many?
For those of you guys that are familiar with the history of Vasselheim, or I should say the continent of Isilra, which should be most of you, as long as you're from this continent, go ahead and make a history check.
Oh boy.
No
Anyway,
droughts on this continent?
And just for sake, I would have gathered all the rope back and
Yeah.
given it back to everybody.
I'll mark that off on my character sheet. History check.
Yeah, Dark don't know shit. As usual.
Oh.
But I know more than someone.
I know the most.
We're
You
doomed.
know more than the drought.
All right. So Ray and Ophelia, due to your respective teachings in the temple of your various up and comings, shut the fuck up, cat. God damn it. You would have heard stories about a battle that took place to the northeast, surrounding what was at the time one of the last bastions of civilization in a giant fortress located on the northeastern coast that was destroyed long ago. You also know that there was a massive amount of casualties that would make this location a prime location for necromancy.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
Ophelia's just gonna hold the bridge of her nose. Great.
With this contract?
Can you say that again?
Go through with this?
I mean, we signed it. I don't think we have much of a choice. But we don't have a time limit. We could just ride back to Vasselheim tonight, meet back up in the morning, and head out.
Might be the safest bet after
Yeah.
that. What would we call this?
We could
Clusterfuck,
ride
I
towards it.
think.
It was fine.
I mean, I had a nice time. I like inspect the braid that I did in my horse's hair.
Towards that direction, and once it hits night, rest, and then scout out the place.
Next time, I'll guard the horses.
Spark, did it look like the army was moving at all, or was it just kind of
Chilling.
camped?
They were just kind of standing there.
So as long as we're cautious, we could travel a few more hours today.
Maybe
Take an
it's
early night.
on a cliff looking down towards it. Stay for a while. Riding towards the undead and, getting there until night and resting.
I'm okay with traveling.
Yeah, me too.
You and I are the only sane ones here.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, I'm just peachy.
Then let's get riding.
Yep.
Let's go, Bob.
I still didn't come up with a name for my horse.
And Hugo.
Oh well.
I'm sure you'll think of one.
Maybe.
Stuck at having to deal with my sunlight sensitivity too, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's annoying. So I have to ride with my fucking hood up.
Are you guys gonna be? Are you guys doing anything with the house?
I'm gonna close the door
All right.
and kind of lock it as best I can from the outside if there's
I'm
a
gonna-
way.
I'm gonna help you lock that.
Well, yeah, we don't want kids walking in there
Yeah, and dying.
or stealing all the goodies.
You know.
Making off with money that can fund the take.
All right. You guys set off toward the northeast under Spark's guidance. See if he can remember where he's going.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He knows.
Yay.
He is pretty easily able to find his tracks from before. As it looks like you guys get to a somewhat clearing in the trees as it goes out toward the open expanse of fields on the eastern stretch of Isilra. And he kind of studies the ground a little bit and goes, "This is what I ran through before." And you guys are just about to question him on it when you look down and you see what looks to be a trail of fire kind of carved directly through the ground in a straight line heading toward the direction of Vasselheim.
Is nullifier?
It looks like
Still burning?
it's not burning. It looks like what used to be fire, as in somebody ran wicked fast and might have caused some sparks to ignite a trail.
I
Spark,
get it.
ready for this?
Does it look like a any sort of type of track or anything?
It looks like heavy footprints.
I mean, the three of us that are familiar with Spark and how he transports, does this look like Spark's handiwork?
Nope.
Hello?
We must, it is a short way from here.
Okay.
And you guys ride off for a couple more hours before you reach a cliff edge.
I imagine this is the cliff overlooking that castle that you talked about.
This is a cliff, and way off in the distance, you do see what appears to be a ruined. I don't want to say castle. It's a pile of rubble, essentially.
Imagine Morgul would recognize it, would he?
No.
And then do some scouting.
Are you gonna stay up on the cliff edge, or are you gonna travel down?
Edge is safer than down there, right?
As far as you know.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
I think you know why I'm doing a perception check, but I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a perception check to see if I don't know if this would be Arcana or not, but I'm doing a perception check to see if the energy of the undead is similar to the energy in the village that I lived in.
Okay.
Would that be Arcana or Perception? Oops.
More religion.
Okay. There you go. 15.
Seems kind of peaceful out here. Doesn't seem as if anything is off.
Okay.
It is currently mid-afternoon at this point. The sun is still up.
Okay.
All right.
Just here and
You know, Ophelia is going to be pretty quiet.
What did you say, Nestor?
It's a party if they were interested in resting here to regain any used spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think a rest would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Short rest or long rest?
I mean, I think that a long rest would be more
Cleric.
preferable. Does it look like we can find like an easily defendable space?
This is about the easiest defendable space you're going to find, from what you can tell. You're up on a cliffside. You can see out over the edge, and you've got a pretty broad area of view out toward the other side too. So nothing is it's going to be hard for anything to sneak up on you.
Cool.
And yet, with our rolls,
All right. So who's doing what watch?
I will take first watch.
2 of these watches are going to be daylight. 2 of them are going to be toward the darker side,
Basically,
more toward night.
watch in the evening. The one that's in complete darkness. Completely night watch.
Do you want to take 4th watch?
But yeah,
I'll take the watch after.
because drow with sunlight sensitivity is not likely going to do well with sunlight.
I mean, I'll take a watch, but I don't really care which one it is.
Yeah,
She just-
same. Like whatever's left.
Yeah, Lyra, you're an elf, so you could actually take 2 watches.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take 2 and I'll just take 2 together.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
consecutively.
you could just take the first 2.
Yeah.
Because Nestor, Morgul can take the second 2. The
Yeah,
night
okay.
watches.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
take the night watches.
Rakugmo will take first watch.
I said I was taking first watch.
Well, you can have 2 people on a watch.
Oh, okay.
There's enough people for that.
That's true.
Spark probably isn't going to watch. I guess that would be 3. Spark will take. Actually, Spark and Rakugma will just rest. Leaving Ray on 2nd, Ophelia on 3rd, and actually Spark will take 4th. That'll work.
Cool.
Alright, so first watch perception checks.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just laying back.
Alright. Nothing happens during your watch. Would you guys like to converse at all?
What?
I wouldn't.
Would
be
you
able
like to
start
have a
anything.
conversation during your watch?
Dark wouldn't start a conversation, so.
Yeah, no. Just be chill.
Alright. Second watch perception checks.
I already did my second one.
Yep. Alright. Watch goes off without a hitch. Any conversation?
I will have a conversation with Ray, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What was going on back there? Why were you so compelled for us to go in the water?
I thought it was safe. It wanted to tell us something.
Do you
I
think
wanted to know what it wanted.
it actually would have told us secrets?
I do.
Did it tell you what your secrets would be about?
Did it?
It had spoke a little bit about knowing the elders, what they wanted of you in order for you to become the Hierophant.
It did. It spoke a little about something I want very dearly.
It spoke to me about my husband and my son. It's a bit disturbing, but
What did it say? If you don't mind me asking.
no, it's alright. A couple of years ago, I went out hunting, and when I returned, my entire village had been destroyed by some sort of dark, death-like plague, including my husband and my son. And it had mentioned that there was a chance that maybe there was something else that had happened or something beyond death that made them not 100% gone. I don't know. I don't believe it. I know what I saw. Ha ha ha. You're funny, Dark.
I try.
Here, mumbled in his sleep. That's interesting.
Ever since then, I've been wandering the forest, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with myself. Got no cause. Got no family, so.
It takes a good cause, I think. And I know we're abrasive, but despite how we are in first impression, I would trust Dark and Ophelia with my life.
They seem like a good batch.
We do what we can. But
That's all you can do.
the take, I think, is we take care of each other here.
Well, I'm really happy you guys let me join.
We definitely need somebody with a little bit more sensibility.
Yeah,
We tend.
I can tell. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I'm out.
Nope. Ray just sits with like her knees pulled up to her chest and her head on top of them as she watches.
Y'all, they cute. I stand so hard. Alright. Whose turn is it to take watch?
Ophelia's. I don't know who's with her, if anybody.
That would be
I'm taking
Morgul.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm taking the last two. The Ophelia and Morgul.
Yeah, so I want you guys to make perception checks, and I also would like Lyra and and Ray to make another set of perception checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay,
Nice.
so
To the fabric of the universe. No.
so Lyra, you wake up Ophelia, and Ray, you wake Morgul from his trance, and Lyra and Morgul, the two of you look off, just kind of haphazardly, out to the coast where those ruins were. And as the sun has now gone down, you look off into the distance, expecting ruins. And instead you see a fortress that is towering off in the distance. And emerging from the gates that are separated from it, as it's got its outer wall, perimeter wall. Coming out of the perimeter wall through the gates is a large horde of various undead creatures.
Yeah,
That's
this
where I'm
is
gonna end it
exciting.
tonight.
Yay!
Cool.
Have a simple watch. Have a drink.
Made a bad pun.
Many
Several
bad
of
puns.
those. Yeah, this is fun, guys.
Great. I love it. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Kind of have to show up for the next game.
Good game, good game, good game.
Good game, good game, good game.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Sorry for yep.
Oh, Ray.
Sorry for the dumb things that I do. You guys
It's just your sorcerer baby. It's fine.
she should never be allowed to give direction at any point.
No.
You should never trust anything that comes out of her mouth that sounds like a good idea. It's probably not hers at this point.
Hey guys, I have a good idea. Everyone in the party, no.
No.
Ray, maybe we can hear your idea after we're done.
Depends, Ray. Is this your idea or is this the voice in your head?
And Ray's like, I don't know anymore.
Which voice in your head is it? We don't know.
Is it the really spooky one or the watery one?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun when that comes up again.
Fine. I'm so excited. I love it so
I
much.
just want to hug her.
Rid of that freaking condition on myself.
Yeah, good thing you guys had the spell slots to end that effect.
Yeah.
You guys would have been water slaves.
Oh,
Yay!
Kind of like Ray.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Morgul was a slave once. He's not gonna go back to that lifestyle.
Maybe you guys should listen to
the
some
drow
party
slave
members. No, maybe.
I mean, by the time it was too late at this point.
A drow slave.
Sad little drow slave.
Yeah, because the men in drow societies are slaves.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it is 3 a.m.
Because I'm a lord.
Yeah, it's fucking late.
And I am going to end the stream, so thank you for whoever was watching, which is probably just me and someone else.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And we will catch you guys next week, probably.
On the flip side.
Yep.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.